Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I will talk about how to summarize and organize data. So let's start with the tally. So what is tally? The tally marks are a quick way of keeping track of numbers in group of 5, where one vertical line is made for each of the first 4 numbers. So if we want to write the frequency, or we can say that from the data, we write the tally for first 4 numbers to be this, like first 4 numbers in the vertical line, and the 5th number is represented by a diagonal line across the previous 4. So we will count this as 5. So if we want to write that we have a frequency of 7, then we will write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be the 7. Then if we want to say that we want to write the frequency of 11 in tally, then we will write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So it is 11. So now let's move to the examples for how to construct a frequency distribution for the table of ungrouped data and grouped data. So let's start with example 1, where we have to construct a frequency distribution for the data produced by 26 people's blood test that result in their blood type as follows. So here we are provided with the blood type of those 26 people. Then we have to make a frequency distribution table out of it. So I have already made the outline of the table, where in the first column we have the class, which is the blood type. So here I have written the A, B, O, AB. These are the blood groups. Then the second column contains the tally, where we will write the tally marks, and after that there is frequency, and in the last column there is relative frequency. We will count after writing the tally and frequency. So let's start. So in tally we will just simply write the numbers we have, all the blood groups we are provided with. Like if it is, let's start, like it is A, so we will mark 1 here, then 2B, then B and B, then 1 AB, then 3O, 1, 2, 3, then again a B, then AB, 3 times B, 2, 3, then again O, A, O, A, 3 times O, 1, 2, 3, then again A, then B, then AB, then again A, O, B and A. So we are done with the tally now. Now we will write the frequency of these blood groups. So here we can see that it is 5 plus 1, which is 6. So it will be the 6. Then 5 plus 3, 8. 5, 4, 9. Then 3. So after calculating the frequency, the total number of frequency is 26. As it is already given in the example also, that there are blood groups of 26 people. Now let's move to relative frequency. So in my previous video, I have already told that how to calculate the relative frequency. It is the number of frequency, let's say the first one is 6, divided by total number of frequency, which is 26, and multiplied by 100. So with this we can find out the relative frequency. So it will be 23.07%. Similar way we can also write as 8 by 26 multiplied by 100, which is 30.76%. Similar way we will do for the blood group O also and AB also. So for that it is 9 by 26 multiplied by 100, which is 34.61%, and the last one is 3 divided by 26 multiplied by 100, which is 11.53%. So we are done with the example 1, where we were provided with the blood groups, and we need to organize it in a frequency distribution table. So we made the tally, then the frequency and the relative frequency. So let's start with example 2, where we have to construct a grouped frequency distribution table with the given set of data. So for that, first we need to find out the class width, as it is we need to make a frequency distribution table in the grouped form. So to calculate the class width, we have the formula as highest value minus the lowest value whole divided by number of intervals. So highest minus lowest value is also known as the range. So we can also say that the class width formula is range divided by number of intervals or number of class. So to calculate this, first we need to know that what is the highest value in this and what is the lowest value in this data set. So here we can see that we have the lowest value as 18 and the highest value as 38. So to find out the class width, we will use the formula as 38 minus 18, and it is number of intervals. So number of intervals depend on the requirement on the question or depending on the person. So it is like that I want to make the intervals of 6 intervals. So I can write it here as 6. So it will be 20 divided by 6, which is 3.3. So now this number is in decimal form. So what we do is we always round up the number. So it will be 4. So now we have the class width as 4. So now let's make the grouped frequency distribution table. So we have calculated the class width, which is 4. So to find out the class limits, what we will do is first we will write the lowest value, which is 18. Then what we will do is we will add the class width number, which is 4 to 18. So it will be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that number would be our lowest value in the second class limit. Then again we will add the 4 to 22. Then it will be our third lower class limit. So that will be 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. So it is 26. Similar way, we will add on the 4 value to each lower limit in the class limits, the lower value in the class limits, and then write the all lowest values. So as we have done here as 18, 22, 26, then the next one will be 30 after adding 4 to it. Then after that it will be 34, and then after that it is 38. Now what we will do is we have to make the class limit. So as 18 is already added in this number and 22 is already included in the second limit. So in the first class limit, the highest value would be 21. Then in the next class limit, in the second class limit, we will write it as the 25 to be the highest value or the highest class limit in the second, because we have already 26 in the third class limit. Similar way we will write for all these values for all the class limits. So we are done with the class limits. Now we will write the tally marks under the tally column. So let's start with the 26, 1, 18, 21, 34, 18, 38, 22, 27, 22, 30, 25, 25 again, then 38, 29, 20, 24, 28, 32, 33 and 18. So we have done with the tally marks also. Now we will write the frequency of these class limits. So by calculating the tally marks, we will write the frequency of these class limits, which will be as 5, then again 5, 4, 3, 1 and 2. And we can also calculate the total frequency. The total frequency is 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. We will just add on these values and we'll get the total frequency, which is 20. So the total frequency is 20. So now we are done with the example 1, which was for the ungrouped data, and the second example is for the grouped frequency distribution. So in the first one, we have made the table for ungrouped frequency distribution. Then the second one we have done for the grouped frequency distribution. I hope you guys found this video useful and the concept is clear to you now. I would say that you must try some examples on your own so that it would be more easier for you to understand this concept. Thank you for watching.